Hi, welcome to the Maverick and Dempsey's podcast. All right, this is take two. You don't know about take one, but we need to do a take two. And hey, better entrance. All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. The red and black flannel. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, let's get right into the big news. Big coaching news. Okay, Pete Carroll is out of Seattle. Huge shocker. One of only 3 coaches to ever win a Natty and a Lombardi, and he's out. All right. Nick Saban at Alabama said, hold my beer. He's out at Alabama. The 6-time national championship with Alabama, 7 overall, if you count LSU, he's out. All right? Bill Belichick said, hold my beer and hold your balls.
Yeah.
Because after 24 seasons, I believe, 6 Super Bowl wins, 10 Super Bowl appearances, 17 division titles, Bill Belichick is out. All right? So, what happens with these coaches, all right? Pete Carroll's going up as an advisory position for Seattle. Is he going to coach again? I don't know. That's a big question mark. Nick Saban, I think he's retired for good. Bill Belichick, I think we're going to see him somewhere. But where are we going to see him? And is it going to be one of the current openings? All right? I think Vrabel is got to be the successor. Also, he's out at Tennessee. I think he's got to be the successor at New England. All right? That's not the one that's been all of a sudden I can't remember the name of the guy that already works there that's being kind of put in the position to take over, but that's neither here nor there. I think because who cares? He's probably going to quit anyway after he gets passed over. I think Vrabel's going to get the job at New England. All right, he's coming from Tennessee. Tennessee has the opening. Carolina has an opening. San Diego has an opening, and Atlanta has an opening. Where could Bill Belichick go? I don't think we're going to see them swap, Vrabel and Belichick, and that's going to work out perfectly. If I had to pick out on one of those, I go Carolina. Who do you go with?
I agree with you.
All right. I don't see him going across the country to Los Angeles for the Chargers. I don't see him coaching Atlanta. And like I said, I don't see the flip-flop, switcheroo on Tennessee. So I think we're going to see him in Carolina. It's a nice place. It's beautiful. I think he might end up there. All right. So we have the playoffs coming up. All right. Who are we picking in the playoffs? The first game we got is Browns and Texans. I'm going Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go Browns.
Okay. I like Joe Flacco. I like both quarterbacks. This one I'm kind of going with the heart because C.J. Stroud's going to have many chances. Joe Flacco, although he already has a ring, I'd like to see him get another one. The guy that came off his couch, jumped onto a team in a backup position, and I also want to see him keep that starting position next season. And Deshaun Watson sits on the bench because we don't like him. All right, you hurt women, we don't like you. That's simple. There you go. All right. So the second game is the Chiefs-Dolphins. I'm picking the upset, the dark horse. I'm going with the Dolphins because when everybody's picking the Chiefs, and it just seems like obviously because it's Mahomes and it's Kelsey and they got 2 rings and it's going to be so cold and the Dolphins aren't used to it, I'm going Dolphins. They're going to pull the upset. What about you?
Dolphins. I like Dolphins.
There you go, because she likes Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen. You can't beat that logic. All right, the noon game on Sunday. We have the Bills and the Steelers, okay? Steelers were actually one of my picks when the season started. I didn't forget that. And Bills was a dark horse pick for me in the AFC. I believe I picked the Steelers as my playing the Bengals is how I saw it. And the I know you just used dark horse. I'm going to use it again. But the Steelers were my dark horse that were going to come up. And the Bills were like my third team of honorable mention. Well, they're playing each other. Got to go with the Bills. Josh Allen, they're on fire. They're playing, lights out in the middle to the end of the season. Struggled in the beginning, and they seem to overcome those demons. I'm going with the Bills. Who you got?
I'm going to start sounding like an NPC. I'm also going for the Bills.
That works for me. Bills are my pick to go all the way. In the AFC, at least. I think they're going to meet the San Francisco 49ers, and the 49ers are going to stop them there. All right? Now, we'll see what happens, but I figure I'd fast forward a little bit and just do my pick. Dallas and Green Bay. Who are you going with?
Packers.
All right, we're hoping the Packers because we don't like the Cowboys, but I see the Cowboys coming on top of that one, so we are disagreeing on that. That night, we have, I'm sorry, I can't always go with the one I want to win. When does that ever work out? You gave me a look. That night, we got the Rams-Lions. Both these teams, they're good, but are they great? Lions looked like rubbish against the Ravens, and they've struggled in a couple other games this year, and the ones that they lost, but they've looked strong in the games they've won. I mean, obviously, if you're winning, most likely you're gonna look stronger. Rams they've kind of flown under the radar a little bit. They came up later like the Bills did to cinch their spot in the playoffs, but this one I am going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with that team, my favorite team from my childhood when Barry Sanders was there. No offense to the Saints. Got to go with the Detroit Lions. What about you?
I'm going for the Lions because I really like the Lions and I want them to go. And I hate the Rams.
All right, good argument. Hates the Rams. Stomp on the ground. There you go. That's your reasoning. Monday night, we have the only Monday night game, standalone game, national TV, ABC, ESPN, Monday Night Football, Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, you got to think the lights have to come on for the Eagles since it's the playoffs now. They were so good at the beginning of the season, and they looked unbelievable and only got like one loss for most of that initial run, and then San Francisco beat the snot out of them. Then other teams just started beating the snot out of them. Cowboys beat the snot out of them. I mean, what's going on here? I mean, they got whooped by the Cardinals. I mean, come on, dude. And so lights got to come on. Tampa Bay has gone back and forth. As soon as everybody jumped on the Baker bandwagon, they dropped a bad one to the Saints. And then they looked really bad, but still got the win by 1 point against the Cardinals to get them into the playoffs. So in this one, I got to go with the Eagles. Like I said, the lights got to come on sometime. Going with the Eagles. What about you?
I'm going with the Eagles too.
All right. Now, the final thing we'll do, there was a question posed on the Dan Patrick Show of which coach of these three that are now out would you want to have a beer with? Is it Pete Carroll? You know, smacking gum. Pete Carroll. Yep, we're doing great. We're doing great over here. You can't tell how old I am, huh? Because I smack gum and I move really fast and I'm thin. Then we got Nick Saban, who seems always grumpy and upset. Ask the question. I mean, you had a quit. Well, come on. You said you had a quit. Just ask it. Let me get out of here. I don't spend all day answering questions from you people. So that's Nick Saban. Then we got Bill Belichick. It's on to Miami. Yeah, we're just on to Miami. Let's just do your job. Everybody do your job. So which one do you want to have a beer with? Well, she doesn't drink beer. I don't drink beer. I don't really want to hang out with any other one of those guys. Neither does she. That'd be kind of creepy if she's hanging out with one of them. They're pretty old. So we're going to go quarterback. Favorite quarterback of who do you want to hang out with, all right? Now, I'm thinking, I mean, obviously, if he wasn't retired, Tom Brady. That's a consensus pick, you know. What?
What?
Right? It's Tom Brady you would pick?
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Right, okay. All right. She wants to hang out with him because he's her favorite player. I want to hang out with him because he's my favorite player. We talk some football, kind of shoot the breeze. He looks like a fun hang, and I'd be picking his brain about diet advice and health and fitness and all that, those kind of things. You know, stuff that you wouldn't care about, but I would. What about active quarterbacks? Now, active, I would go with Gardner Minshew. Seems like a lot of fun, so I think I'd go with Gardner Minshew. Maybe Josh Allen for the Bills. I like both of them. And also, I think they'd be a good hang. Josh Allen hangs with Kyle Brandt. They do a podcast together sometimes, so I think that'd be fun. Who would you want to hang out with of the active?
Joe Burrow.
Ooh, she trumped me with that one. Ooh, I forgot because I was thinking active, and he's been injured the second half of the season. But she's right. Got to go with Joey B. Joey B number one. Then we can do, Gardner or Josh or something like that. A year or two ago, it might have been Russell Wilson, but his reputation just kind of hit the skids. I still like you. I just don't know if you're the guy I want to hang with. But since none of your teammates do, is the word on the street. I'd even hang out with Aaron Rodgers, and I don't think I never thought I'd say that. He might be in the top 5. Aaron Rodgers is a guy I couldn't stand a year ago, and now with all the stuff going on with him, stuff that we won't get into here, but I'd hang out with Aaron Rodgers in a heartbeat. Got all kinds of respect for the guy now. All right. But anyway, that's it for this podcast. There goes my phone. All right. Well, that's it for this podcast. All right. We're gonna check in with you sometime next week, let you know how the playoffs went, see how our picks did, and that's pretty much it. All right. You got anything you want to sign off?
Bye.
All right. Peace out.